Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. Life gives us what we pay attention to. What we focus on expands and becomes real. You are more prepared today than you have ever been to experience your greatness. Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Let's do an exercise to relax our bodies and quiet our minds and emotions. Not thinking about the past or the future. Just enjoy being here, relaxed and focused on each breath. If you keep your attention on following the instructions, your mind will start to wander. When it does, gently acknowledge the thought and move your attention back to the exercise. Recognizing when your mind wanders and gently choosing where you decide to place your attention is the foundation upon which all meditation techniques are based. Now, at the end of the meditation, we're going to move straight into Julia's selection for her special music. And so, Julia, what have you selected for this morning?
I was playing a piece called Impossible.
Very good. And so when we're doing this, we're just going to move directly from our relaxation into allowing the music. All righty. So putting down your bulletins and hymnals and closing your eyes, take a few slow, deep breaths. Be aware of the oxygen filling your lungs. And be aware as your lungs gently empty. When you breathe in, if you let your stomach expand, it allows more room for your lungs to fill. And on your next breath, if you'd visualize all the oxygen going into your head, breathing everything into your head. And as you exhale, feel your scalp relax and your forehead, your face, your jaw. And again, breathing into your head. And as you exhale, you feel your scalp, your forehead, your face, your jaw all relaxing. And now visualize your arms and your hands and breathe all that oxygen into your arms and your hands. And as you exhale, you feel your shoulders relax, your arms, your wrists, your hands. And again, all your consciousness on your arms and hands and breathing into them. And feel those muscles relaxing. Now your torso, all the oxygen flowing into your torso. And as you slowly exhale, you feel your chest relax, your abdomen, your back. Again, breathing into your torso and feeling everything relaxing. And now your legs, your hips, your legs, your feet. Breathe into your hips, your legs, and your feet. And as you exhale, you feel your hips relax, your thighs, your calves, your feet. Again, breathing into your legs and relaxing. And now if you just breathe into your whole body, be aware of oxygen going to every cell in your body. And as you exhale, feel every muscle relaxing. Be aware of the weight of your feet on the ground. Be aware of the slight pressure of the pew on your back and thighs. As you exhale, just relax into this gentle embrace. aware of your body, aware of your breath. Be aware of your lungs filling with air and gently exhaling. And as you're aware of all the different parts of your body and your breathing, allow the music, the notes, the vibrations to become one with your body. Allow yourself just to take in the beautiful music and the vibrations and just continue breathing. And just be aware of where the different notes resonate with different parts of your body. So just breathing in and breathing out. With your eyes remaining closed, be aware of your body. Just be aware of your hands. Breathe into your heart. How do you feel this morning? Thank yourself for coming here this morning and giving yourself some time just to take a break from your busy schedule. Thank yourself with gratitude. And with your eyes remaining closed, gently release this meditation and just take a few normal breaths with no cares or concern. Just breathing in and breathing out. And gently bring your attention back into the chapel. And we can show our gratitude for that beautiful piece of music that Julia played for us this morning. It worked out just perfect. Looking in the bulletin, top of the second page, read together. Here's a test to find whether your mission on earth is finished. If you're alive, it isn't. I love that. Each of us every day can continue our mission, whatever it is we decide it is. The homily today is on perspective. We all have unique lives. We have a lot in common. But your daily experiences from the day you were born until this moment are uniquely yours. And yet, we develop philosophies and religions that are supposed to apply to all individuals. Each person takes the nuggets of wisdom from Scripture, from books, from your mentors, and you contemplate how does it apply to your experience? Because your experience is unique. This is how in the Bible it's always parables. It doesn't say exactly what he means. You have to learn how to apply it to your life, to live it. There's a quote I like. Ships are safe in the harbor, but that is not what ships are made for. To live life to the fullest, we learn to leave the harbor. We engage in the adventure of life. On our journeys, we will experience all the ups and the downs of being human. That's all part of it. The first quote in the invitatory, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. Our past experiences create much of our belief of how the world operates. Experiences leave memories and impressions that continue to affect how we view ourselves, how we view others, how we view the future. By understanding our past, accepting it, and learning to release the hold it can have on us, we can experience the future with fresh eyes, open to new possibilities, new ways of being. But to do this, we have to let go of all that baggage we have. We all have some baggage. We learn to just gently let it go and look forward with the wisdom of what we've learned. We started today with the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. You can't change your birth family. You can try, but you can't. You can't change most of your past. You can make new decisions going forward. The wisdom in the serenity prayer is learning from the past, but accepting there are things you can't change. Focusing your attention on the future, on your dreams. How do you want your life to be? Focusing your attention on the things you can change will allow you to create the life you desire. I have a buddy of mine. He's real creative. He's always up. I do a lot of camping with him and sailing and stuff. And one night, late at night, he goes, I always have a 5-year plan. There's always something big in my life I want to do 5 years from now. And he bought a sailboat and sailed alone all over, up and down the East Coast. He recently built a cabin himself. But he gets these 5-year plans. He's still working, he's doing all this stuff, but he has these, and that's how he stays involved, by doing what he would like to do in this life, not letting time go by. Everything begins with our thoughts. If our thoughts are stuck in past regrets, we are living with the glass half empty. Looking forward with knowledge of what has and has not worked in our life, we can approach each day making better decisions. We know it's easier said than done. We know habits are hard. It takes effort to redirect our views and expectations. Those views and expectations developed over many years. So they're habitual. It's hard to change those thoughts. This is our journey to improve our lives just a little bit every day, to catch ourselves thinking something non-productive and learning to redirect our attention. Whatever might be bothering you today is the natural starting point to work on redirecting your attention. Whatever it is today. Look at it. If it's really something you can't change, I'll let that go. What can I do? Whatever is bothering you tomorrow is tomorrow's natural starting point. We all have stuff every day. It could be the news. It could be your boss. It could be anything. It could be remembering, your first girlfriend or boyfriend that broke up with you, and it always is kind of there. We have these thoughts, and when we see them, we know they're not helping us. But we recognize, we don't push them away. If you push them away, you give them energy. You just kind of, I know what that is. And you redirect your thoughts. Understanding what is holding your attention and choosing where to direct your attention is the foundation of our spiritual journey. It's how we build our journey one brick at a time. I saw a letter to the editor that is a humorous and effective way to view a lot of the noise in our head. The letter begins, "My personal code. You cannot overestimate the unimportance of practically everything." I love that. The quote's attributed to John Maxwell, a leadership expert. This does not mean you should have a laissez-faire attitude about everything. The operative word is practically. Of course you should aspire to your dreams, your wants, but most of the disappointments in our modern life are unimportant. This code is just another way of saying, don't sweat the small stuff, and there's plenty of small stuff in our daily life. Just some examples of small stuff that can take up a lot of our mental bandwidth. It rains and your outdoor plans are canceled. Someone disagrees with you at work or on social media. It's unimportant. In the big scheme of things, it's not something that's be grabbing your attention. You have an ongoing disagreement with a family member. Traffic is bad, weather is bad, on and on. So much of what bothers us is unimportant. And it's recognized. That's the serenity prayer, recognizing what's important. What can you change, what you can't. I can't change the weather. I can't change my family member that we've just never quite got along. I can change what I can do, but I can't change what they do. But usually if I change how I react in a situation, they will change. Because you're used to that constant, repetitive behavior. Once you change, they can't keep doing their same behavior if you're not reacting. Realize the unimportance of practically everything and letting the small stuff roll off your shoulders is totally liberating. And again, it's recognizing and letting. But as we spend time, like this morning, quieting ourselves, when you can learn to quiet yourself, you can start recognizing those thoughts about a second before you react. That's the part. If you can recognize, oh, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't say anything right now. A lot of times the best response is, let me get back to you on that. How can we apply this logic to our lives? Every day you can practice finding your quiet, safe state of mind and focusing where you want to direct your energy. You are more prepared today than you have ever been to experience your inner peace and make decisions that are for your betterment. When I first got my first job in an accounting firm, they came out with a day timers and said, we're going to show you what you're going to do every day this month, what client you're working on, what you're going to do. And so every morning I'd get up and I could look, and I kind of knew what was happening. But I started using it for everything in my life. So like in a few minutes every morning, I could know, okay, I got these 5 things I want to do. And I could prioritize them. Usually 3 or 4 of them you push to the next day. But at least in the beginning of the morning, I got my mind clear of really what was important today. And so just you being able to quiet your mind, do a little meditation, then look at what your day is and write it down and choose what you're going to do. Instead of worrying all day, what are these 5 things are important? We know how easy that is, just to have our mind looking at everything. But if you write it down, it usually doesn't look so hard. And you can choose where to put your time. With age, physically our bodies slow down. But spiritually, we are as young and vibrant as we allow ourselves to be. We all know some older people that are just as sharp as they ever were. They had a twinkle in their eye. We can all be that person. We don't have to let life wear us down. Habits are actions and thoughts that we just naturally do without thinking. Many of our habits are really helpful. Brushing our teeth, preparing breakfast. We're glad that we can just do it without thinking. But some habits are not productive. Reliving past relationships and or experiences that were not pleasant. There are thousands of thoughts going through our mind every day. Our thoughts might be compared to a car going 60 miles an hour. When you're driving down the highway, you can't just all of a sudden stop or turn. You can't just go in reverse. You check the traffic around you, you slow down, you find an exit, you turn off. Our mind runs 60 miles an hour often also. And the same thing, we can't just, when it's going 60 miles an hour, you can't just all of a sudden be at peace and ready to go. When we're overwhelmed with everything on our plate, it can get us stressed, not thinking straight. Our human tendency is to keep our attention on anything that appears to be a threat or a problem. It doesn't even have to be actual. It can be appear. And our ego always tries to protect us. So that's keeping our attention on all these things that may or may not be a problem. And our minds keep jumping from one to the next. Well, the same way we sleep and eat every day to keep our bodies rested and strong, we need to set aside time to slow down our minds, for our minds not to be going 60 miles an hour. With meditation, we can experience a quiet mind and a relaxed body. And with regular practice, this can become more and more your natural state. If you slow down every day, you'll more and more get used to being able to just slow down and focus. When this becomes a regular practice, quieting your mind, your mental, emotional capacity, your bandwidth for new information expands. Because if we don't have all those old thoughts running through our mind, we have a lot of room to take in new stuff, to pay attention. It takes effort and willpower. I'm going to end with a quote from the Invitatory. Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. The Buddha. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do another meditation. And again, just follow my directions. The idea is when other thoughts come, to acknowledge them, but just come back to what I'm asking you to do. It's not so important about what I'm asking you to do. It's about you deciding now that you're just going to do it. You're taking over your ego. You're saying, ego, I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about this or that. I'm just going to give myself time to relax. All right, so if you'd go ahead and set down all your bulletins, And again, take a nice breath in. Go ahead and breathe into your head, and when you exhale, just feel it relaxing, all your muscles. Breathing into your arms, and feel them relaxing. Breathing into your torso, and relaxing. Breathing into your legs, and relaxing. Now breathing into your whole body and relaxing. With each breath, your body is taking fresh oxygen to every cell in your body. When you're relaxed and breathing comfortably, your body can heal. When you breathe in, if you let your stomach expand, when you exhale, pull it in, you can visualize that you're massaging all your organs. All your organs are able to move around and figure out where they're comfortable. Just breathing in and breathing out. Feel your abdomen just relaxing. And now, if you take your right thumb and put it in your left palm, and just massage your palm. Massage all those little bones. Move it around. Feel, loosen up. How good that feels. And now, with your whole right hand, massage your thumb. Massage your left thumb. All your attention. Just thanking that hand for all it does for you. Move to your index finger. Feel how good it feels. Your middle finger. Your ring finger. Your pinky. And then again, just massage your palm, your wrist. Move around your fingers. Feel how good that left hand feels. Now if you put your left thumb in your right hand, and again, massage that palm. And then your thumb. Your index finger. Your middle finger. Your ring finger. And your pinky. And then again, just kind of massage the whole hand again. And now just kind of rub your hands together to get some energy between them. And then go ahead and lay your hands on your thighs, palms up. And just be aware of the energy in your hands. Just feel that energy and breathe into your hands. And breathe into your heart. You can visualize the green energy of the heart. And every time you breathe in, it creates a beautiful aura of energy that flows through and around your chest. And just visualize this aura growing. encompassing your chest and growing, encompassing your arms, your legs, your head. And you see a beautiful green aura about 1 foot to 2 feet around your whole being. And now visualize that all of us are doing the same thing. We have this beautiful energy, heart energy, energy of healing, of compassion, of empathy. And allow all of our energies to connect and fill this chapel with this energy, this heart energy. Knowing that with the law of attraction, whatever we concentrate on, we attract from the universe. There's an infinite amount of this heart energy in the universe, and just visualize it flowing into you, and it can flow right through your hands and out. See yourself as a clear channel of healing, compassion. See your aura as clear, beautiful emerald green. With this energy flowing through, just allow it to flow wherever you'd like it, to a loved one, either in spirit or in the living, to family members, to friends, to Mother Earth. Just see our chapel as an energy of love that we can just pass on wherever we would like to go. And feel yourself healing, rested, compassionate. In this energy, whatever you'd like to tell yourself. What would you like to tell yourself for today? Tell yourself with love and compassion as if you were talking to a friend. Now, you gently see this energy flowing back towards the chapel. We know it's just as important to gently close down as it is to open up. We feel this energy flowing back. We see it encompassing the chapel. We see it coming down to each one of us has our own aura around ourselves. You feel yourself connected to the earth. You feel yourself connected to the cosmic, the wisdom of the divine. And gently just breathe into your whole body. Feel your whole body being energized, and as you exhale, feel it relaxing. And just allow your energy to flow, your consciousness and your energy to flow wherever it is called. With your eyes remaining closed, gently release this meditation and just spend a few moments alone with no cares or concerns. Just breathing in and out. Now if you gently bring your attention back into the chapel, and we'll read together in the bulletin, the congregation right after the meditation. And reading together, I affirm that I am on a path of evolving spiritual consciousness. I believe in a universe of peace, unconditional love, and the practice of goodwill toward all humankind. May peace pervade the entire universe.